Good morning, everybody. So, heading out of Iron Mountain Shelter. ATweather.org was correct last night. We had pounding rain most of the night, so I'm glad I didn't tent. But woke up to this, which reminds me of my first couple of weeks back in Georgia. But that's cool. And had some good conversation last night with thru hikers Damon, Lala, and Nick. And we're all headed the same way toward Damascus today. We'll probably run into each other again. So, not much views for now, but I understand it's supposed to clear up a little bit later on this afternoon. All right, gonna do more video through the day. Wasn't able to upload yesterday's, but I'll get it out when I can. All right, it's turned into one of those days. I'm not gonna be able to keep this out very long because it's pouring rain. So, this embrace a suck day so far. Hopefully it'll clear up. But everything's keeping me dry on the inside. More later. Alright. Even though it's still raining, get a little horse pasture walking here. This is pretty awesome. Pretty nice view too. I'm gonna stop and do a 360 here. Out of the green tunnel. Making good time today. First hour I did 3.2 miles an hour. So making some good miles. So if my body holds up and it feels good, I might even go a little bit past Abingdon Gap to get me a closer shot into Damascus tomorrow. All right, this is fun. BT out. All right, so if you were questioning if you were on the right path, the AT sign on that stable right there. I guess I'm going the right way. Hey, I gotta left this window down, it's raining. You think maybe I should go roll it up? I don't want to try to cross that barbed wire. Plus you might get shot if you do that. All right, enjoying the day. What I'm really enjoying about it is I'm making great time and I'm feeling good. What I'm really hating about it is it's freaking raining. Has been since I left. If you look in the background, which it looks like that's the way I'm heading, doesn't look like it's going to get much better, at least for a while. All right, Molet. Ooh, yeah, finally, the weather is breaking, and I don't want to say the sun's coming out, but it ain't raining. This is pretty cool here. Wide open field and a town. Not sure if that's Damascus or outskirts of Damascus or what, but signs of civilization. Turning into hopefully a beautiful day. That was supposed to zoom out. Zoom back. There you go. Still learning this doggone thing. All right. More coming at you. All right. Looks like the shelters have gotten kind of cheap here. This is actually not maintained by the ATC, but I guess in a dire situation, you could sleep there. Looks like maybe some homeless people might live here. All right. PT, having a good day. Just cruising down, got a couple miles to go to Abingdon Gap. That's a nice view there. Abingdon Gap Shelter. And I'll reevaluate from there. So far it's been a very good day. Making some good miles. All right, time for maybe a little introspective stuff here. One of the things I've kind of noticed about a lot of the hikers is they're all, especially at this stage of the game, they're all hell-bent about crushing miles. You know, even if they're hurting, they're trying to either keep up with a friend, a tramily, or just, you know, got it in their head that it's a race. And, you know, I can understand, but I don't get it. But, you know, that's the way some people think. And I guess you gotta, or at least for me, Not that I ever really got into that mentality, but I could easily see how you could fall into it. So it's just interesting, the personalities of some of the people out here, and when they get passed by somebody, or when they're trying to catch up to somebody, or stay with somebody, and it's not their hike anymore, truthfully. So, I told myself, I'm hiking mine, and everybody else is hiking theirs. So I've got no criticism of the way anybody else does their hike. They're more than welcome to crush miles or take a zero in a shelter. That's up to them. But it's just kind of interesting, the personalities and the way people are trying to calculate out their miles. And I go back to Hickory on yesterday, the guy that's already through hiked, where are you going? I'll know when I get there. That's just been rolling through my head all day long, and it's so true. So true. I know that I'll probably make it to Abingdon Gap Shelter in a little bit. I'll have plenty of hours. It's still pretty early in the day. And, if I feel like staying there, I will. If I rest a little bit, feel like putting in a few more miles, I'll load up with water and go grab a tent site. So, being that flexible that's the way it's going to be for me. All right, just my thoughts for the day. A small amount of my thoughts for the day, because if you're walking all alone for hours upon end, your head just rolls and rolls and rolls with all kinds of things going on. A lot of times you even forget that you're walking because it becomes so secondary. Next thing you know, you trip over a rock and you realize that you weren't paying attention. All right, man. I will do a little bit more later once I get to the shelter, or once I get to a tent site where I'm going to crash for the evening. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, if the trail is not providing, I don't know. It's hailing out there, and I just 10 seconds ago pulled into Abingdon Gap Shelter. So little tiny chunks of hail on the ground. That's a pretty lucky guy. So I'm going to sit here until this weather decides it's going to do what it wants to do, and possibly sleep here tonight. If not, I'll head on down the trail. So this was my original destination, but it might end up being the destination for the night. Oh yeah, that's hail. Crazy. Here is rookie mistake number probably 100. Drop your glove while you're reaching for your phone. Not realize it for about 10 minutes and have to hike back. Rookie mistake. Alright, before it gets too dark, I'm going to do my wrap up for today. I ended up parking at a stealth site outside, about 6.4 miles out of Damascus, so it'll be an easy jump into Damascus tomorrow morning. I had a great day on the trail. The weather was terrible, but man, I just felt like I was in a groove. So hopefully this is all coming back, and I'm going to be able to do this pain-free for a while. But I'm relaxed. I got my meal cooked already. I'm going to turn it in early tonight and get a good night's sleep, wake up early in the morning and pack a wet tent. I had to pitch a wet tent. I was at the Abingdon Gap Shelter and read about the mice problem that was in there, and I was still fresh, and I figured if I was going to pitch my tent, I might as well do 3 or 4 more miles, which I did, and found me in a nice little stealth spot here to pitch the tent, and down, ready to bed down for the night. So all in all, it was a great day, and I will be back in the morning. Still no service here, so
when I get into going to Woodchuck Hostel tomorrow, when I do that, I'll be able to download some videos. All right, PT out.